Hey folks, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to episode 130 of the TNA Impact Wrestling TEW2013 Let's Play. You join us for our August pay-per-view, which is Victory Road, and of course we're in 2016 now, so it's called Victory Road 2016. We don't have any dark matches because it is a hell of a long show. It is 197 minutes, which is over the 3 hours, but we've literally got, I think it's about 25 or 26 segments. Yep, 26 segments we've got. So we're hoping, to tell a lot of stories, progress some storylines, set up not only just, the next pay-per-view, which is Turning Point, but also a little bit of Bound for Glory, and give you a couple of angles as we basically just head into the next Crossfire and Impact. So we're hoping for a really good show. We're going to book it in the Fargo Dome, in the Midwest region, so we're hoping for a sellout. We don't want to go, somewhere where we're half filling the arena and the costs are just outweigh basically how many folk are going to turn up. What we want to do is try and get a lesser arena, the perfect size that we can sell out. So cost wise, perfect, and we might actually make profit next month. So let's go for it. 26 segments, this may take a long time, but hopefully guys, you stick with us, you enjoy the show. Can I make, the couple of people you thought were going to win maybe win, or if there's maybe some swerves along the way. So here we go, this is TNA Victory Road 2016. Enjoy. So we have 25,000 fans exactly here, and we start the show off with thunderous pyro, as is a pay-per-view, as we have indeed arrived at TNA Victory Road. We are greeted by Mike Tenay, Matt Striker, and the legendary Jim Ross for commentary. Matt Striker says, "Hello everyone and welcome to the latest TNA Impact Wrestling extravaganza. This is Victory Road." Tenay replies, "What a main event we have. Samoa Joe defends the World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk and the legendary Taker." JR then says, "That's right Mike, I've had the pleasure and the honour of calling a lot of this legend's greatest matches, and tonight will be another classic." Matt Striker then says, "And talking of honour, Ring of Honor's Kevin Steen challenges Ricochet for the TNA Central Championship." JR says, "Will Steen take a TNA Championship to Ring of Honor, or will Ricochet defend TNA?" Mike Tenay finishes with, "All this, plus much more. Take it away, Jeremy Borash," who's obviously our ring announcer for this. At B79, the World Championship storyline advances. It's hyping up tonight's show, and hopefully, it's a good start, and hopefully we have a good show, and hopefully that's a good way to go. Our opening contest and a bout that featured great action and a good crowd. Adam Cole defeats Chris Jericho in 14 minutes and 17 seconds by pinfall with a Florida the Key. This is a C+66. It ends their storyline thankfully, which sees Adam Cole progress into the #1 contendership final at Bound for Glory and puts him further ahead of Chris Jericho. In terms of overness, no skill improvements. The dirt sheet had negatives, mostly for Chris Jericho. But overall, it is what it is, and I'm happy that it elevates Adam Cole a little bit more. We're backstage with Steve Austin, who's called Spud into his office. He says, "Spud, welcome." "What's up, Mr. Austin?" "Well, I've decided you've had a hell of a comeback since returning to TNA, and after that disgraceful attack by Mascara Dorada, I'm going to give you a chance at revenge. So tonight I'm inserting you into the X Division title match. Good luck, kid." "Oh, thanks, boss. You won't regret this." The Spud has been inserted into the X Division match. This gets a B-74. Basically, I've already done the Morrison and Mascara Dorada match 3 times, and this was an easy way to kind of ensure we don't have that penalty. And it adds a bit of, an extra bit to the storyline, an extra layer to the storyline, as of course Dorada had beat down Spud on one of their television shows, so perfectly happy with that. The performance of Austin was good. Spud looked dreadful, but we can build him up, and the X Division angle continues with this. There were no skill improvements, and all positives there from the dirt sheet, so pretty happy with that. And that's already booked in, we don't need to worry about that. But next up we get a hype video for our first title match of this evening, which is for the TNA Knockouts Championship between Ivelisse and Angelina Love. It shows Angelina defeating Mia Yim to win the championship in the first place, and then it shows Ivelisse's rise to stardom with wins over Melissa, Beth Phoenix, and of course Angelina in some matches as well. This ends with Ivelisse saying, "I truly am the baddest bitch in TNA." So the D50 is obviously for the two women, but hopefully they can elevate these both women to the next level, and hopefully we can, eventually get to one day where our women can main event a pay-per-view. But the storyline for the women continues, and there were no skill improvements and no extra factors included in our rating. The match itself did okay, and a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat. Angelina Love defeats Ivelisse in 11:54 by pinfall using underhanded tactics. Angelina makes defence number 1 of her TNA Women's Knockout title. C61, very good as I say. I just felt it was too early to take the title off of Angelina, and give it to Ivelisse, but it builds up a bit of history and a bit of heat behind them as well. And with Angelina just winning the title, it gives her a little run. But the colour commentary and the announcing was good. It continues the women's storyline. There were no skill improvements and only 2 negatives, so overall very happy with that in the long run. Damn it, this is meant to be Matt Striker and I've done Matt Hardy again. But it's unreal the amount of times I'll make this mistake, but it is what it is. So it's Matt Striker, he says, "I'm here with the winner of the first tournament match, Adam Cole. Adam, you must be delighted." Adam Cole says, "Delighted, of course I am. It was to be expected though. That hopefully puts that has-been Chris Jericho in the past, and hopefully now I can move on and fulfill my true potential in something that I deserve, which is to become the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I'm off to celebrate, baby." So a C plus 67, it would have been better probably if it was Matt Striker, but it's one of those things. No skill improvements. It definitely would have been like a 70 if it was Matt Striker due to all the negatives of Matt Hardy. But it's one of those things. It happens. We then have a vignette hyping up Hero versus Drew Galloway. Should Hero retire? Is Drew Galloway our future? It progresses their storyline and gives us a solid C62 in the ratings. Nothing else to include there. The match itself featured great action and average heat, in which Drew defeated Chris Hero in 9:46 with the move. Again, we're just putting Drew over as he is the future and we're slowly phasing Hero out. Disappointing there was a C-54. The announcing quality and colour commentary helped the match. Again, Chris Hero hinting at a heel turn. And we have that storyline continue, although that'll be put to bed as well. No skill improvements. And the dirt sheet again has just negatives for morale, declining physical ability, length and booking decisions, but again, we're trying to put Drew over, and this is the kind of match that Chris Hero has to job out to. We then see CM Punk warming up for his main event match this evening. He's doing that wrist, when he twists his wrists, he does this kind of thing, but he usually does it to kind of stretch out his wrists. He always does it pre-match as well. But Kobe Kuno walks in. "Hey Punk, I just wanted to say good luck, man. I'm sure you'll take home the gold." Punk looks at him and goes, "Thanks, kid. Appreciate it." So again, are we teasing something here? Who knows? But a C plus to 68, and hopefully segments less can only help Colby gain some pop. We can only find out. Next up, in a match that had some good action and average heat and a very disappointing rating, Morrison defeats Mascara Dorada and Spud in 10:25 when Morrison defeated Spud by pinfall with a running knee to the face. Morrison makes defence number 1 of his TNA X Division Championship. Disappointing D50. Again, we had to do it because Morrison and Mascara have faced each other that many times recently. But I feel it was again too early to take the title off Morrison, and hopefully we can add a bit more of a storyline to the X Division. No skill improvements, and the dirt sheet just as negatives. The title prestige, booking decisions, and length. But again, we have to build all these up. And a lot of poor gimmicks. That's one of those things, isn't it? But overall, again, it's the lower card, so we can build it up. Although we say that 2 guys are booked as if they're upper mid card, but again, it is what it is. We then see Steve Austin in his office. He's having a Steve-wiser when Johnny Devine walks in. Johnny Devine goes, Steve. Austin says, "What the hell do you want?" "Oh, it's not what I want, it's what our friends want, what our friend wants." Then bang out of nowhere, Pinky Sanchez and DJZ begin the beat down and ambush of Austin. They beat him down miserably and throwing him into the filing cabinet. They end up proceeding to trash his office before security can run in and get there and help Mr. Austin. This was a B-72, so Austin again helping people. DJZ performed poorly. Steve Austin came out looking excellent. Pinky Sanchez with lovely help from Johnny Devine, but overall, hopefully a segment that can elevate them. There were no skill improvements to comment upon, and negatives there, just poor gimmicks and stuff like that, but hopefully a decent wee segment there. Next up, we have a hype commercial for next week's Talk Is Jericho. Chris Jericho's special guest will be EC3. Just a wee cheap angle in there to promote his podcast, but a B78. And it's the kind of thing you would get in TNA, I think, if Chris Jericho was there. We then have a hype video for Bram and his violence and destruction, so again getting him over. And that's a C-58. Before and about that featured great action and a good crowd, EC3 defeats Bram in 10:03 with a headlock driver. This got a B-77. Bram was off his game. James Mitchell did some good work at ringside. Both men have great chemistry together, which is good to see. And there were times there was a definite lack of psychology on display, and the match tended to drift a little. But EC3 wins, so Adam Cole EC3 is booked in, and that is your #1 contendership match at the pay-per-view. Turning point as we head towards Bound for Glory. No skill improvements here, which is disappointing, and inconsistency, lack of psychology, and a cold crowd. But overall, again, I'm very happy with that rating. The referee raises EC3's hand, and Adam Cole comes out to the ramp applauding EC3. EC3 then sees him and stares him down. Turning point will see these two clash, with the winner going to Bound for Glory. Again, B-77, and that just hypes up that these two will be facing off against each other. But then backstage, it was Samoa Joe and Angelina Love. Angelina says, "Joe, baby, it's okay. I just retained my Knockouts Championship. I know that CM Punk and Taker will be no match for you." Samoa Joe says, "I know, babe, but that's not the problem. What if something goes wrong and I don't end up in the decision and lose my championship? Because, like, Taker could get pinned, CM Punk could get pinned." Angelina says, "Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. We're the power couple of TNA." And Joe just says, "I hope you're right." So he's obviously nervous going into this big match. It got a B-78. Samoa Joe coming across well. No worker improvements in the dirt sheet, just as Angelina's low momentum. But again, a good angle for her to be in, and hopefully can help her. Because we're going to try and pair her up with Joe more often. And about the feature great action and a good crowd, the Killer Elite Squad defeated the Forever Hooligans and State of Mind in a 3-way TLC match in 14:37 when Harry Smith retrieved the item. The Killer Elite Squad are now the new TNA World Tag Team Champions, and this only got a C65. Probably because it was more hardcore based and I could have just let them wrestle, but it puts the titles in the Killer Elite Squad and it allows me to go into something different with State of Mind and Hooligans as well. So the Tag Team Champions of the World storyline has advanced. Color commentary got a boost. Two tag teams with great chemistry, or excellent chemistry, in terms of Forever Hooligans. Lance Hoyt continues to improve with Rumble and Technical. Negatives here. A couple of guys being fatigued, inconsistency, and the match style and the length. So they weren't expecting a TLC match, and I'm assuming I'll get some complaints right now. There we go, hardcore base for Harry Smith, Kota Ibushi, Alex Kozlov, Lance Hoyt, Shinsuke Nakamura, Rocky Romero. Yep. But it's all over, what a hellacious match, and standing at the top of the ladder are your new tag team champions, Lance Hoyt and Harry Smith, the Killer Elite Squad. And it's got a B80 and a very good rating there. So very happy with that. We're then backstage with Matt Striker, who's doing double duty because he's obviously in commentary, with Kevin Steen. Matt Striker says, "Kevin, tonight you enter as a Ring of Honor superstar claiming to take a TNA championship. What is your reasoning behind this?" Kevin Steen replies, What are you, like, stupid now, Striker? Where have you been hiding? This is all about honour. The fact that so many Ring of Honor guys can come here and disrespect my fantastic company, it's proving to idiots like you that Ring of Honor is a superior company and that those guys should never have left for this dump. So Kevin, what happens then if you do win the TNA Central Championship? I will take it. I will take it back to Ring of Honor and on live television I will dump it in the trash where it belongs. So Kevin Steen's threatening to steal the championship, take it to Ring of Honor and dump it in the trash on live TV. Medusa-esque. Matt Striker underperforms in a B82 segment, which is pretty good. Quite happy with that. No skill improvements, just poor gimmick for Matt Striker, but overall I'm fairly happy with that promo segment. Fuck! This is just a match, he just matches it at the night, he just matches it on the happening. And about it featured great action and a good crowd. Ricochet defeats Kevin Steen in 2016 by pinfall with a quick roll up. Ricochet makes defense number 4 of his TNA Central Championship. C62, this was meant to elevate him to the next level, but really disappointing these two didn't click. No skill improvements. Basically just a case of these guys didn't click. Obviously two different styles, but you think two indie guys it would maybe work, but not on today. Not on this occasion, so we could be looking at losing Pop in this, unless we have an amazing main event, which somehow I get a feeling will probably struggle as well. So we're going to have to hope that some of the angles can elevate the show. We then have a commercial on screen. It's Angelina Love who's doing it. Basically she's just in the background. It says, every road we take, it has a turning point. TNA Turning Point Live, Sunday week 3 of September. So basically just a promo to hype up Turning Point. And she's basically there as the eye candy. And I get C62. So get 3 weeks worth of build and hopefully we can have a good pay-per-view then for Turning Point. We then join Matt Striker, who this time is with CM Punk. Punk tonight, we see get another opportunity to become the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. What is your mindset going into this match, knowing what Samoa Joe's like, but not knowing what to expect from Taker? Punk says, another opportunity? Matt, have you been watching? Time and time again, I've been screwed out of the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. So yes, I know what to expect from Samoa Joe. Taker? Who knows? But if he gets in my way of winning this match and getting my title back, I swear to God, you'll never see him again in TNA. Matt Striker just says, good luck, Punk. So this gets a B83. Punk looked good. Again hitting that heel turn because he's pissed off. Matt Striker was underwhelming, but again the ratings are a bit higher, so I'm happy with that, and hopefully it's going to elevate him as well. Which again, when he's in interview segments with lesser talent, can only help them. I mean, he is gaining overness like nothing else because he is on commentary, so that's always a good sign. No skill improvements, just limited for being short, and done to a cold crowd. With Druids smoking the organs playing, here comes the return of Taker. What an entrance. So a big enhanced entrance for Undertaker, and that's a B-75. The match itself and about it featured great action and great heat from the audience. Samoa Joe defeats Taker and CM Punk in 1814 when Samoa Joe defeated Taker by pinfall. Samoa Joe makes defense number 5 of his TNA World Heavyweight title. A B82, it's okay, it probably won't save us from losing Pop, but I'm happy with that, that's a good rating. Good to see Taker in a main event match like that. Continues the World Heavyweight storyline. CM Punk foreshadows his heel turn. Joe improving performance skills, CM Punk improving performance. And let's see the negatives here. Not too bad, couple for Taker, 1 for Punk, absolutely none for Joe. And it could have been a bit longer. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that match up there. Especially with Taker's aging. You know, and maybe a clash of styles, but overall a B82 there's pretty good. After CM Punk throws Taker down for the GTS and goes for the pinfall, basically Joe runs in, throws Punk into the ring post, out the ring, and then Joe makes the cover and picks up the 1-2-3 over Taker. Joe then grabs the title and bolts before CM Punk can make it back to his feet. So basically just a wee kind of screw angle there that Joe's return and just let you know how the match finished. This was a B84 and Samoa Joe's performance was good. No skill improvements and the dirt sheet was just limited for being short. Punk then heads back to the ring where Taker is slowly staggering to his feet. Punk looks furious after being screwed out of the title again. He turns round and looks at a semi-conscious Taker and calls him a son of a bitch before he slaps the dead man right in the face and nails him with a GTS. Punk shouts at the crowd and says, I am sick of being tired and sick and tired of being screwed by everyone. The commentators are just like, what the hell has just happened? This segment gets an A+, 98. What does this mean? It's happening. After 25 segments and so much momentum, CM Punk turns heel, and the turn was a complete success. Punk is pissed off, and he's turned on The Undertaker. So overall, the fact that we had so many strong angles to end the show actually meant that we get a B82, and this increased our popularity in 20 regions. So although some of the matches failed to deliver, aka Ricochet against Kevin Steen, the fact that we had such a strong end to the show and a great ending angle probably saved us and got us increased pop. But delighted, the plan was always to turn Punk here, and it's just going to be interesting to see where Punk goes from here. As you can imagine, CM Punk, Taker, Samoa Joe had the best performance. All three of them got complimented, and Taker's pleased, Joe's very happy, Punk doesn't give a fuck. He's heel, he's loving the gimmick, and let's see how this translates into a buy rate, and then we'll check the size as well. But overall, if you'd have told me we're going to make pop in 20 regions after that poor display and our co-main event, I would have been very surprised. So overall, I'm quite delighted with that. Surpassed expectations. So let's have a look. Death of ICW2, so ICW could be dying, that's a shame. Iron Man Harry Smith, that's cool. TNA Victory Road, vast majority liked the show, so that's good. New Japan could be going up against WWE, put each other out of business, so I can get some of your wrestlers, that'd be ideal. So we still made a massive loss actually. Jesus, we lost 247, so we actually lost a lot more there. Let's see where we lost money. Pay-per-view revenue was up from last month. Our worker cost, our ticket sales was down a little bit. More TV revenue, more sponsors, just less merchandise. That's probably what's cost us. Merchandise, a wee bit more on workers, but again, if we just keep getting rid of people, which we're going to be doing, like I think we released a few people this month, so if we just keep getting rid of people and using written contracts, we'll be fine. And our miscellaneous was up a little bit. And our show costs, so I think actually the special abroad maybe didn't help us either, but I think it's just a case of if we can slowly but surely, you know, phase out those other workers, I think we'll be fine. You know, like so RVDs, folk we're not really using, and we'll start to make profit. But I mean, we're down to 2 million, 2.1. The way we're losing it, we should be fine for a good wee while, and we should be able to change our fortunes before then. But apart from that, size. Let's see, 66 in the Great Lakes, 66 in the Midwest is scary. So it's these places we're going to have to work on. Just looking at our pop, 76 everywhere. In terms of importance, you know, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you get 6 that are really ahead of the Steen National. It's keeping the Midwest and Great Lakes as far away from that 65, because I don't want to drop to national, lower than national, sorry. National's my limit, I don't want to go any lower. I just want to keep this company building, so we're going to need basically a strong run up until Bound for Glory and try and get that back up to 67, 68. I'm just going to quickly save that there so in case it crashes here, but the industry in America is falling, so we've got to try and get that, you know, get up quicker before the industry's in a dire strait, and the same with the economy. But interesting that ROH are ahead of WWE and TNA in the battles. It's just because of probably the way their product is, and they've got so many good wrestlers. But that's cool. It gives us stuff to work on. You know, we've still got a lot of things I need to improve, I know that, and hopefully that can come. Emails, third out the three companies, we know that. The new TV schedules have been released, so nothing changes. Until we're through the schedule, maybe look at changing network for Crossfire, just so we can tape it in 2 different days and try and make some more money. Harry Smith's feeling the growing effects of the TV the schedule. Buy rate was a 277. So, let's quickly go to TNA. We'll go to our history. No, we won't go to our history, sorry, it'll be the top 100 buy rates, and that is our 4th highest buy rate. So as you can see here, our buy rates are certainly pretty good in the last couple, basically this year, and it's really just a case of keep improving and hopefully trying to crack about a 3.3, maybe even try and get a 3.5 for Bound for Glory. overall, I thought it was an okay pay-per-view. I just think, hopefully, we can start expanding with the new deal starting in FX Europe. Yeah, the new deal in FX Europe, basically getting over in those kind of places, and of course hoping that Crossfire continues on my network. So another 24 episodes, we'll keep hopefully doing that. And just hopefully, we get in a position. I think it's an R2 series, so that'll probably take us up to maybe January, and then we'll maybe look at a better deal. But that's 6 months away, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. Overall, I'm pretty happy. We just need to keep trying to improve that momentum and hopefully keep delivering decent shows. So guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll say it was a little bit different. There was a lot more angles, but maybe we'll start working that way, and hopefully it can only enhance the future of the company. If you did enjoy it, please smash the hell out of that like button. Try and get some TW exposure out there. Let other people see that, yeah, this is another wrestling game that they can play. And just generally, if you get any comments on the results, on the booking style, on the way I type out my angles, anything on your saves, of course, guys, let me know. Always happy to discuss TW. And of course, if you haven't subbed, just hit that sub button, because why not? It lets you see all this TW action, and you can either see how good or how bad I'm at this game. But apart from that, guys, thank you as always. Great support. We will carry on the road to Bound for Glory. Until then, this is 21 Maxwell. I shall speak to you real soon. Bye bye.